And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And the 1-0.
No, that missed.
Sometimes
that's the ball.
You have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A solo shot, and they cut into the lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
So digging in, Javier Sanoja. And a swing and a miss there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Yeah, that's outside.
No, that's out.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one
Ball.
missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Two on the way. Oh, and that liner got him. Throw to first, safe. And now we'll have to check back on the righty. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Hey, ha!
The 0-1.
No, he's
That's
really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
1-1 now. Gets under it and pops it up. Chisholm has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Right through there for a strike. Sanoja stands at first with one out. This one in the air, center field. Volpe under it. And he makes the catch.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Left field. And that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Marlins,
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That clips the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short, Volpe. Sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Ground ball to the right side. Paulie steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
Stepping in, Ben Rice.
That's up. That's a ball.
The Yankees up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Gonna count 1 and 2. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. 1 for 2.
Hee-haw!
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Down and in, moved his feet. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered center field. Going back. Out of here. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jansen Junk departs, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Late Bacher takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. To the right side, Edwards. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 8-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Number 80 into the game. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And the 0-1.
Ball.
Foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Struck him out looking.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit according to the electronic strike zone, but that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
Otto Lopez will hit next. He's 2 for 2.
Here, what?
And the 0-1. Foul ball there. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Warren getting cranked up as well. That one almost got him. In the air to left center. Grisham on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, The right fielder, number 5, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel, the next to hit.
Yeehaw!
Two down, nobody on. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2. Ball one there. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Marlins. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Calvin Fauché appears to be getting loose. Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Bacher measures 6 feet 2 inches. 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2016. Pitch misses inside. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-1 is on the way. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A 2-run homer, and they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Hey-ha!
Here comes the 0-1. That clips the corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees,
Here's Stanton now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is down low. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. It has the distance. Gone. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Lake Fokker is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Calvin Fauché gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 down. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Upstairs.
That's high. That's the ball.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Got him swinging.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Bellinger stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marcy under it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 7th inning coming up. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
So up next, Javier Sanoja.
Hard work.
Here comes the 0-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And the 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Edwards at the plate now. That's ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7.
Yeah.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Jazz tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 80 done for the day. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now
pitching change here, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker.
That's a ball.
Swings through that. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Tranquilo Camilo notches the K. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC.